gotta say, let me let you know one thing. If I would have known there was gonna be hip hop in schools like this, when I was first putting the needle on the first record that I ever first sampled and brought sampling to hip hop, I never thought that it would go this far. So give yourself a round of applause. This is my son, Emperor Shogun. Definitely, you making beats. Just graduated from, where'd you graduate from?
I graduated from SUNY Purchase.
There you go. SUNY Purchase. Definitely keeping the tradition going on. With because I retired, I don't make beats no more. I just do radio. I do old folks radio, WBLS. You hear me every day. Every day at noon, you hear me and Shayla getting it. But thank you for making us #1. Let's give a round of applause for that. So, you know, I kind of retired from making the beats, and he picked it up. You know, as you know, if you know my history, I was like one of the first to put the sampling sounds into hip hop. So that opened the doors for like my Premiers to come later, my Pete Rocks, my Jay Dillers came up later on and kept the tradition going. But like I said, if I would have known that I would be teaching everybody to sample and create music that way, I never thought that would be in schools, because it was just something I was doing in Queensbridge in my living room. I had a 4-track recorder. I didn't have a big luxurious recording system like everybody else. I had like a little 4-track, but we was able to make a lot of hits from that 4-track from the house because we had to be funky, baby. You want to say anything to the legacy?
I have a quick question about that. So, from my understanding, with sampling and with the, can I mention a Fairlight computer? A couple of people like in that time, there was like some things going on. It was some electro hip hop at the time, and kind of like, can you share with us like the times? Was that unique? Was that unique? And like some of the people you were working with, some things that they were doing, like and stuff like that. And yeah, let's talk about that.
Well, I was inspired by like Arthur Baker and them because I was an intern at Unique. Very early in my career, I knew the importance of doing an internship to get inside of a corporation. So I did my internship at Unique, and then I did an internship at BLS, where I met Mr. Magic and became his DJ. Now the funny thing about me, I wasn't doing hip hop first. I was doing more electronic music because that was out at the time. But when I became Mr. Magic's DJ, I took my sampling skills and everything I learned from, you know, being around Arthur Baker and them making AEIOU and all those type of records. And I just brought that over to hip hop. So that's why they called me like one of the first people to bring sampling to hip hop, because we made the transition from funky disco, I call it, because that's what we was making back in the day, into hip hop. And then I made, you know, went on to do the Juice Crew. We went on to do Biz Markie and the Juice Crew, LL Cool J, Heavy D, rest in peace, and a whole lot of other rappers. But it all started from me basically being in my living room, messing around, learning how to use the equipment, and the rest is history. Now, Martha, I gotta give you your props, because this lady right here works so hard to make sure that everybody knows that there's education and a great curriculum in schools right now. So give her that round of applause. And everybody out there too that's in schools teaching, or like everybody that's teaching hip hop, thank you so much, because our youth needs a direction. And you're giving them a good direction on to where to go, because when I grew up, we didn't have such things in school. We had a little instrument things, but they started taking instruments away, so my instrument became a turntable, obviously. So, but we have an award to give away today, and we are here. I gotta just say that Arthur Baker, between you and me, when they made Planet Rock, was one of my first studio sessions when I was at Unique. They was doing Planet Rock, and I saw a lot of it get made, and I was like, wow, I was in awe. And and the funny thing about that, when I was an intern watching you know, Bambaataa and them do their thing and create and turn it into what it is today, we didn't know what type of history we was making. We just was having fun. We didn't know like, oh, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, we're gonna get awards, it's gonna be in schools. We never thought about all of that. We just was having some fun in the park and making an alternative lifestyle, an alternative to the streets. We just needed an alternative, so this is what we came up with. I gotta say, when I first saw Afrika Bambaataa and crew doing a concert on the west side, it changed my life. It straight changed my life. I knew what I wanted to do from there. I wanted to be a producer. I wanted to make that type of music. I wanted to get the crowd reacting the way their crowd was reacting at time. So I saw them on the west side. I believe it was on 43rd Street on the west side. It was a concert. Incredible. Full garb. Everybody had the Indian clothes on. Colorful. Lights was going. Vocorders was rocking. And beats was banging. I'm just gonna tell you. And that time when I first saw them, that was a life changer to me. I was in junior high and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to be on stage like that. I want to perform. I want to make music. I want to make people react that way. So that's when I went home and got myself a little crew together. I mean, we was a hot crew in the streets. We couldn't make records, but we tried to go in the studio and make records, but we was whack as hell. But we was able to rock crowds. That was my crew back in the day. So we have this award that we're giving out today. We're gonna give a clip that we're gonna see. Don't forget about the clips now. So we got a short clip before we get to this award. Here's the clip. Check out the energy. Yes. We have the Lifetime Achievement Award. Everybody, the Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Bambaataa. Give it up for Bambaataa, y'all.
Oh man, this is a great honor. And if Bam was here, the first thing he would say is, peace to the Queen. Thank you. And giving honor to all the Queens, teachers, educators, and everybody in the house. All the educators. Bam, if everybody knows Bambaataa, the fifth element of hip hop is knowledge. But he also said that was the first. Because without the knowledge, how would you know how to DJ? How would you know how to breathe when you're MCing? When you're b-boying, you might break your neck, breaking. You know what I mean? How would you know how to do the shades and all that when you're aerosol paint? So knowledge is the first. Thank you, Martha. Thank you. I just want to say one thing real quick. November is Hip Hop History Month. It's only right that this reward would be done now. November 12th, 1973 is the birth of the Universal Zulu Nation. Mars, so we will be celebrating throughout New York City. Baba named this culture hip hop, and he did so by bringing a lot of street families together, and this led to the stopping of a lot of violence. And like some people said, it gave us something to do. Music programs was cut, sport programs was cut, nothing to do but get in trouble. So with Bambaataa bringing everybody together and teaching us knowledge of self, this stopped a lot of the madness. And Zulu Nation did that. And Afrika Bambaataa, if he was here, oh, sorry, by the way, he would love to be here, but he's rocking the planet. He got stuck in traffic, and he was trying to make it back. Martha, he loves you so much. You already know that. Your family, forever. Zulu Nation, we're behind everything that Martha's doing. We say pledge, 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 give that money. You know, we're down with the whole thing with getting to Mr. Obama. You know, Zulu Nation has been in the forefront of having proclamations done across the world, making November Hip Hop History Month, and we're still pushing that. So anybody from any territory within the United States, push that with your legislation. Make them honor November. That's our holiday as hip hop. Hip Hop History Month, November. And also, make them honor Hip Hop Appreciation Week. KRS-One took us to the UN. These are important things for hip hop. We also now have Hip Hop Health Month, September. These are things we need to honor and push amongst each other as educators, as hip hoppers, and anything else. These are our hip hop holidays and our hip hop initiatives. Thank you. Peace.
Give it up for Yoda and Marley Marl and Marley. And also, of course, the one and only Afrika Bambaataa. Have some announcements I want to make real quick. Yo, did you text the pledge? Did y'all do that already? Yeah. Text the pledge? You did it? All right, cool. That's what's up.